Perfect. So, welcome, guys. I'm glad to have you here. Some of you, it might be your first webinar. Some of you, you might know me already. You might have been on a few of my webinars. Welcome, Josie. Welcome, IP Gold, Danigel, whatever. We have a lot of people. So let me know where you guys from. Let's get to know each other. Like, where are you guys from? First of all, like, can you drop it in the comments? Where are you guys from? Are you from France, Florida? We have Italy, Florida, Pakistan, Netherlands. All right, Newcastle, Nigeria, Iran, Switzerland. Wow, it's very diverse. It's very diverse. We have a lot of people. Myself, I'm in Estonia, by the way. I don't know if you've been to Tallinn, Estonia. It's a beautiful city, beautiful women. One of the reasons why I came here was actually because there's a lot of beautiful women, but the main reason why was because for business, it's pretty good here. They have a good taxation. It's only 20% on dividends and 0% on profits reinvested in your business. So it's pretty good. You should visit Estonia. Germany, Aussie, Brazil. Josie says, nice, I have Estonian heritage. Nice, man. Yeah, you should visit. So glad to have you here, guys. We're going to start in a few seconds. We have 41 participants. I mean, I'm sure more people are going to join as well. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully more people are going to join. The maximum capacity is 100 participants anyway. Now, let's get into it. So first of all, like, how old are you guys also? Like, can you drop in your age? I just want to have like an idea of like what type of people come here. Like, we have 40, 52, 56, 20, 24, 19, 47, 34, 46. Okay, so we have between like 23, I'd say, till like 50, something like that. That's kind of the age range here. Okay, interesting. Thank you guys for dropping this in. So yeah, I'm gonna put full screen and then we're gonna start. Okay, so give me a second. Do you guys see full screen now? Do you guys see the screen correctly? Let me know. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Perfect. So first of all, congrats on joining the webinar because you could be doing anything else, right? You could be watching Netflix, you could be scrolling on TikTok, you could be doing whatever. But the fact that you pressed the meeting link and you joined and you're now watching this is a sign that you're made for more. You're made for more, and you're probably a guy who's serious about his success. You're a guy who's driven, who's ambitious. So I respect that. I totally respect that. So congrats on being here. And my promise to you today is that within the next around 90 minutes, like the webinar is gonna be around like 90 minutes. That's kind of the average length of the webinar, but within these 90 minutes, we're going to cover a lot of different things, and I'm going to share with you a lot of value so that you make the most out of your time, right? Because I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time either. Like, I'm here to deliver as much value as possible. So I'm going to show you how to predictably attract, obtain, and retain a high-quality woman consistently. 8, 9s, I say 10s because there's really no 10s. I mean, nobody's perfect, but you see what I mean. You want to attract like the highest quality women who are like women that other men desire, women that other men would like to be with, right? Like, you want to be respected by other men. You want to have the ability to attract women consistently, have consistent sex, no pullbacks. And you want to do so without wasting your time, obviously, because you also have a career. Most of you have a business, you have a career, you have other goals as well. And your dating goals are just one of your other goals. You also have, I'm sure you have finance goals, health goals, fitness goals. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that without wasting your time. So in this webinar, we're going to cover the new rules of the dating market. First of all, we're going to cover how to get 1 to 3 dates a week consistently, like clockwork, without being tall, rich, without spending too much money, and without wasting your time. And then key number 3, we're going to cover how to completely flip the script, make women chase you, weaponize your attention correctly so that you can have the upper hand with women consistently, and so that you can retain them consistently as well. Okay, and some of this advice, it's not going to be on YouTube, it's not going to be on Facebook, it's not going to be on Telegram, it's not going to be on TikTok. Like, I'm going to give some exclusive advice here. So stick with the webinar because seriously, like, I'm really going to give you some very powerful stuff. So you want to be there. Now, let me skip this. Yeah, I mean, most of you guys, I'm sure you're used to, I mean, you're watching videos on YouTube, or you're watching, you're reading some content on Twitter or stuff like that. And you might have noticed that most of the content is very generic. Like, oh, don't chase, attract, or oh, focus on your purpose, or oh, be a high status man and just like do XYZ, like just you know, get some muscles, make 6 figures, and then you'll get the girls. And a lot of the content is very generic and it's not very pragmatic. Like it's a lot of mindset stuff, it's a lot of mental masturbation, and there's no like a predictable system to really actually get dates. So that's what I'm going to do in this webinar. Okay, so some of these secrets and these systems that I'm going to share with you won't be available. Now, these systems that I'm going to show you, they work, and they've been proven to work because I've tested them myself. My clients have tested them for many years, and I've been doing this for more than 6 years. So the fact that I'm still here proves that all of these things work, and they work universally, whether you're in Pakistan, in India, in America, in Switzerland, in Estonia, it doesn't matter. I've traveled the world, it doesn't matter. Every time I travel to a new country, it's all the same. Women respond to the same things. You can always approach women, you can always text women the same way, you can always arrange dates the same way, conduct them the same way. Sex is always the same everywhere. You have a penis, they have a vagina, so it's the same thing. Like universally, dating is the same everywhere. Now, there are some subcultures and some different things. I mean, if you live in India, for example, you might have some cultural stuff getting in the way, or if you live in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, or if you live in Arabic Saudi, right, Saudi Arabia or stuff like that, like there's different cultures, but in any case, it works the same, right? And so myself, I mean, through my programs and through what I've been able to deliver to my clients, I've helped hundreds of guys to skyrocket their dating lives so far. And we have new success stories coming in every week. So it means that this is still valid. I mean, this still works right now, you know. And funny enough, these guys that came in the beginning, they were completely skeptical when they first met me. Like they were like, oh, who's this guy? I don't know him. I'm not sure if I should do this. But then after applying the systems and after getting results with those, now they're just thanking me. Like they're just thanking me, and they wish they started earlier. Most of them wish they started earlier. But yeah, it is what it is. So I'm only showing you all these success stories to prove you guys that these systems work and to make you believe that this actually works, because some of you guys don't even believe that this can work. Some of you guys think it's just a scam, it's just a fraud, it's just like some bullshit made up testimonials. But no, it works, guys. It works. I'm doing it myself. My clients are doing it. And it doesn't matter if you're skinny, short, tall, fat. Obviously, if you're good looking and if you're 6'1" and if you have a lot of money, you're gonna have more chances of having beautiful girls. But even if you're skinny or fat or short or whatever, you can still get success. I know plenty of guys who are fat, but they still get girls. I know plenty of guys who are broke, but they still get girls. So that doesn't matter. But obviously, you want to stack all the odds in your favor and improve every single area, including your finances and your fitness. Now, let's talk about the psychology behind the systems. So as you guys know, your life is just a collection of systems. Like even in your body right now, you're watching this with your sensory system. You're watching this webinar with all the systems that are working in your body right now for you to watch this webinar are all working in synergy. Your skeletal system, your muscular system, your cardiovascular system, your heart is beating right now. The reason why your heart is beating is because you have your cardiovascular system and it works hand in hand with all the other systems. So fundamentally, your life is a collection of systems, and together they produce a reliable outcome. And just like the human body relies on those systems, like the respiratory system, the cardiovascular system, etc., well, your life in general, like your finances, your health, your dating life, is also a collection of systems, whether you know it or not. And you've been through the education system in your country, I'm pretty sure. You've been through the financial system too. I'm pretty sure all of you have a bank account, all of you have some sort of savings, all of you have some sort of financial education. Even if it's a small financial education, for some of you, you might not be like super financially literate like some other people in this call. It doesn't matter. We've all been through the same systems, the education system, financial systems, all of that, right? And when you recognize that your life is a collection of systems, that's when you can improve your systems and get better outcomes in every single area. And that's why I love this quote by James Clear that says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." And this is a very important quote to understand, because even a homeless person right now, if you ask a homeless person, what's your goal? What do you want to achieve? He's going to tell you, I want to be rich. I want to travel the world. I want to get girls. But that's just a goal. And a goal without a system is just a wish. And so you need to have systems to be able to get to your goals. Without that, you have nothing. And that's why I always say that losers only have goals, but winners have systems. Yeah, you say you want to have 1 to 3 dates a week. Yeah, you say you want to have a girlfriend, but what's your systems then? Like, what do you do for it? What's your system? Because we can all say, I want to get all the girls, I want to get the 8, 9s, and 10s, but what's your systems? What do you have? Right? And think of your career and your health and your finances that way. Every single area works in synergy. You have to understand that. Okay, so consciously or unconsciously, you already have dating systems. You guys already have dating systems, whether you're conscious of it or not. The way you text girls right now is already a system. Whether it's optimized or not, that's another question, but you all have a system already. You all have a system to approach women, whether it's conscious or unconscious. You have a system already, but it might not be optimal. It might be very average. It might be mediocre. It might not lead to results, but you still have a system. You might have an online dating system already, but it's broken. Maybe your profile sucks. The way you text girls sucks. The way you optimize your bio and stuff like that sucks. So you have systems already, but you need to refine them. Right? And all these systems you need to work on. There's 3 main systems. There's the cold approach system, because you can only meet women either in real life, online, or through friends or referrals, right? That's the only way you can meet women, by the way. Cold approach, online, and social circle. And so these 3 systems, which are kind of the main systems, you need to optimize them and refine them over time. And within those systems, within like cold approach, online, and social circle, there are some subsystems that also work together. Like, for example, when you cold approach a girl, you have a non-verbal system where, like, the way you position your body, the way your tonality, the way you hold eye contact, the way you smile, the way you use your facial expressions, that's a non-verbal system you have within the system of just approaching a woman. Your verbal system, the things you say, the way you sexualize, the way you escalate, the way you flirt, that's already a system. Yours might suck right now, but you can optimize it. Same for everything. So your success in your dating life is determined by the quality and accuracy of these systems, right? And the reason why I came up with all of this is because when I was younger, about 5 years ago, I read a book called Work the System by Sam Carpenter. And it's an amazing book. If you have a business, definitely recommend checking out this book. It teaches you how to make more money and work less, basically, with your business by automating systems. And some of you guys might know, and I'll tell you my stories in a few seconds, but I was working in the e-commerce space a few years ago, and I was building businesses in the e-commerce space. I had a business partner, and we realized that in order to increase our profits, we had to basically improve our systems, like our advertising system, our fulfillment system and logistics system, like all these systems, like customer support system. And once we took this system approach to our business, that's when things started to take off, because we saw each part of the system as a subsystem within the overall system of our business. And I'm not going to explain everything, but basically, once you take this psychology of systems, you're able to be like in control, basically, of every single outcome, because you understand the processes behind them. That's the thing. Now, one thing is, what's good with the system approach is that each system within your life is interconnected. So when you improve your relationships, you improve your health. When you improve your health, you improve your wealth. When you improve your wealth, you improve your sense of purpose, your sense of fulfillment. And the thing is, a lot of you guys, you might have health and wealth already, but your relationship sucks. Or you might have wealth and relationships, but your health sucks. And the thing is, if you want to become full stack, you need to have everything working together. And so that's why guys who don't master their dating lives, usually they also have some other shortcomings in other areas of their lives. I truly believe that how you do one thing is how you do other things. And so if right now you're not getting dates, probably you're slacking off in some other area as well, not just the dating area. And so how you do one thing is how you do other things. And so that's why when you improve your health, for example, and you train every day and you go to the gym every day, the consistency and discipline you build through that ripples through other areas, like your business, like your dating and everything, right? And Tony Robbins once said, everything you're experiencing in your life right now is a direct result of the decisions you've made in the past. Every single decision you made in the past has resulted in what you have now, like your bank account, the girls you're dating, your body right now. So if you're not proud of your body or bank account or the girls you're dating, it's because at some point you fucked up. At some point you didn't engage in the right practices that would take you to where you want to be, right? And so that's one thing. And so I can guarantee you that if you're not dating at least 3 to 4 women a month, or if you're not having a beautiful girlfriend right now, or if you're not satisfied with your dating life, it's because your dating systems and the practices you have are not optimal. Now, let's talk about the dating market real quick. So in terms of the dating market, you have to understand that right now it's a bit fucked up. You know, like women are receiving unlimited attentions. I mean, nowadays, like, I don't know if you've seen, guys, these AI girls on TikTok. There's girls who like mimic some AI bot or something, and they do some weird noises, etc. And like, it's so fucked up that women are profiting from men's free attention because men are just throwing attention. There's simps everywhere. Men just giving money to OnlyFans, to random girls and stuff like that. And so hot girls are receiving a lot of attention. And nowadays, males attention is hyperinflated right now. And the dating game is getting harder because basically the dating market is becoming globalized. Right now, a girl can just access any guy on Instagram. Like, even if she lives in a small city in Ohio or in a small city in Africa, if she's hot, if she is beautiful enough, she can DM a guy, and the guy can potentially fly her to some yacht or some fucking mansion, and that's it. You know, a girl, it's easy when you're a girl and you're beautiful, but when you're a guy, you have to build your value, and you have to the only way to win is to have the best sexual market value and the best systems as well. So there's kind of a sexual Darwinism right now. Like the top guys, the guys who have the best outcomes, the guys who are the most serious, the guys who have the best systems are basically getting all the girls, and the guys who are just struggling and the guys who are not up to date with all these systems, they're just left with the crumbs. They're just left with just the leftovers, the 7s, 6s, you know, 5s, 4s, like really average girls, you know. And so nowadays, women have always been hypergamous, but now they're even more hypergamous with social media and stuff like that. What I mean by hypergamous is that they're always looking for the best option. And so, you know, you have to be able to outpace and outcompete most guys if you really want to rank higher in the dominance hierarchy, right? That's how it works. And since 2008, there's been some alarming numbers. I mean, the number of sexless men under 30 has tripled. The proportion of incels between 22 and 35 has also increased like crazy. And beautiful women, as I said, have endless options. And most guys, it's the opposite. They don't have options. They're struggling. They're just jerking off to porn or giving money to girls on OnlyFans. And it's just fucked up, you know. But the good news is that when you can understand the situation, when you can understand the psychology behind things, and you can communicate your value better in the dating market, and when you have the right systems, you can really outpace 99% of guys, because 99% of guys are not in this webinar. 99% of guys are doing some bullshit. 99% of guys are not even aware that there's dating systems that you can actually learn and improve and all of that, right? So yourself, you're already ahead by being here, because you're aware of these things. But then next step is to actually pragmatically implement these things, right? And so in this webinar, I'm going to give you an opportunity to pragmatically learn these things and implement them as well, right? But I can only help you if you stay, because if you don't stay, then you're going to miss out and you're just not going to learn this. So you want to watch the entire presentation, and we're actually going to do a big Q&A. We're going to do a Q&A in the middle, and we're going to do another Q&A in the end. Okay, I'm going to do 2 Q&As. But a small one in the middle, a bigger one in the end. And I'm also going to give you a lot of bonuses. So stick here, and the next few minutes are going to really transform your dating life. So as I said, the numbers have been alarming. Like between 1989 and 2008, the percentage of sexually inactive men went from 14% to 23%, almost double. And so 1 in 4 guys are not getting laid. Like 1 in 4 guys, we're billions of people here on Earth. Like we're almost 8 billion people. We're going to be 8 billion people this year, by the way, or next year. Maybe we're already 8 billion people. I don't know. I forgot. But on 8 billion people, 50% of them are men. So like 4 billion people on Earth are men. Well, 1 billion people are not getting laid. 1 billion men are not getting laid. Billion. So this is crazy. This is crazy. And there's a 1% decrease per year in testosterone levels as well, which isn't helping as well. So that's one thing. Now we're going to dive into the content. I'm just giving you a quick introduction and overview of the dating market. And I just want to give you again, who is this training for? Because some of you might be here, but you're not sure if this is for you, but I'm going to clarify that. So who is this for? It's for guys who are single. It's for guys who are unhappy with their relationships. It's also for guys who think they're maybe okay with girls, like maybe you're getting one date every 2 weeks or one date every now and then, but you feel like you could do better. You feel like, you know, it's still not predictable, right? I still rely on luck a bit. It's not like optimized, right? And even if you consider yourself pretty good with women, you're still going to learn a lot of new things today, okay? And it's also for guys who want to attract women without spending a ton of money, or without having six-pack abs, or without like being tall or rich or whatever. It's like having options without necessarily like spending a ton of money or being rich, or having the classical like tall, rich, and like handsome type of thing, right? So you're in the right place. If it's you, you're in the right place. And we're not going to give you some vanilla advice. We're not going to give you some bullshit advice. This is very pragmatic. Okay, so if you stay till the end, you're going to get plenty of gifts from me as well. By the way, the software is tracking how many people stay and how many people stay by the minute. So the people who aren't staying till like the end, the software is going to track that, and you're not going to receive the bonuses afterwards via our automation on Zapier. So I highly recommend staying, because otherwise you're not going to receive like the mindset mastery modules and stuff like that, and also my books, because I'm also going to give you the opportunity to get my books for free. All of these books, Playboy Secrets, Instagram Secrets, Triggers of Power, I usually sell them for 37 euros each, but you're going to get them for free, and all these bonuses as well for free if you stay till the end. And I'm also going to give you a simple mission to do if you want to receive my full stack of books. Anyway, keep your ass in the webinar. So let's dive in. So first of all, before I dive into the systems real quick, I just want to tell you my story, because some of you might be like, okay, who's this guy talking right now? Who's this fucking guy? You know, so let me introduce myself real quick. So myself, I'm Limo, as you know. I became one of the world's youngest dating coach almost at 21 years old. I mean, I've been doing this very early on. I mean, I've been working on this since 16 years old. So very early on, I started coaching, like at 21, 22, I started going out on boot camps and helping guys out as well, as soon as I got some results myself. And so far, I've helped more than 5,000 men through my books, my programs, my courses, and I'm hosting boot camps and live programs also every month or two. I also have a podcast. If you guys don't listen to my podcast, if you don't listen to my podcast, you should listen to it, because I always invite very important guests and always share a lot of value. I've invited last time The Attractive Man. He has like 1 million+ subscribers on YouTube. Bulldog Mindset also. I've invited a lot of guests, so definitely check this out. Anyways, let me tell you my story real quick. So myself, you know, I started liking girls. I mean, I've always liked girls, right? I mean, I'm a man, I like girls. I've always been interested in getting more girls since I'm 14 or 15 or 16. And this is me like when I was 14, 15, 16. Like I wasn't a geek, you know, I wasn't a geek. I understood very early on what it takes to be popular in high school, and how to dress, and how to get girls, but it wasn't really efficient. It wasn't really, I was kind of relying on luck, you know. And even when I was in high school, I was getting laid. Like those are pictures of me literally when I was 14. Like I was with girls and stuff, but I didn't have like a predictable system or strategy like I have now. It was a bit more, I was more of a natural, but I was also very shy and anxious sometimes. Like it was weird. Like when I drink alcohol, or when I'm in a party and I'm with my friends, yeah, I would have this situational confidence, but then my core confidence wasn't really there. Like when I was 14 or 15 or 16 or 17, I wouldn't approach a girl and like cold approach her like I do now, for example. I didn't have the confidence to do that. I didn't know what to do as well. It was all luck, you know? So back in the day, I had my social circle. I was living in Tunisia for some time, because I'm half Tunisian, half French. And I was pretty cool in high school. I mean, I wasn't like a super nerd or whatever. It's just that I wasn't like, it wasn't consistent, you know? Anyway, after some time, when I was 17, I met this girl. She was one of the most beautiful girls in high school. And I dated her for like just a month or two. It lasted like a month or two. And the reason why is because I really thought she was the one. I thought she was the one. She was super beautiful. And I was just like, I didn't know how to retain her, you know? And my mom always raised me to be a nice gentleman. I would always buy women flowers, stuff like that, or buy them silly gifts or stuff like that. And, you know, I was too much of a nice guy as well. So that's why I broke up with this girl. And after that, I was heartbroken, and I started looking for solution. I started looking for like, how can I become better? How can I optimize myself so that it doesn't happen next time, basically. Now, this is me when I was like 17 in this photo. At the time, I was confident enough to talk to women below my league, but with a girl that I found really beautiful, I would simply fuck it up. Like I would, yeah, average girls, I was okay. But with girls that I truly liked, I would just like fuck it up for some reason. And so I knew I needed to master the skill. I knew I needed to actually learn this. And that's when it started. So like you guys, I was exactly like you guys. I started surfing on the internet. I tried to find solutions. I read some books as well, like the Mystery Method, the Game, stuff like that. There's so many dating books. But books weren't really the solution. I mean, books helped me, but it wasn't really the solution. Anyway, so after this, I graduated. So I went to Canada to study, and I graduated in McGill University. So McGill is like a university in Canada, very good university. Actually, university #1 in Canada from some rankings in 2023. And back when I moved to, I went also to Montreal. I went to both, like HEC Montreal and McGill. But back then, I didn't have any social circle when I moved. Like I didn't have any social circle. I had to build everything from scratch. So I really like there, it was horrible my first year because I used to have a social circle back in Tunisia. And then when I arrived in Montreal, I didn't have anything, no friends, no social circle. And so I had to build it up from scratch. And it was a bit weird. And even the girls there were different. And so I had trouble, getting girls my first year of college. And so that's why I started investing in myself. In my first year of college, especially, I started buying a lot of courses, a lot of trainings, a lot of masterminds, boot camps, stuff like that. I was broke. Like, keep in mind, I was pretty broke. Like, my parents would give me money, obviously, for food and for rent and stuff like that. But I was kind of broke. Like, I couldn't afford like a 3K program or something. But I still invested. So as you can see, this is my bank statement. And I took a screenshot of this bank statement because I knew that one day I would show it to some people, because I was literally like in the red, almost like $5,000 in red, because I took my first boot camp with one of the guys that's my mentor. I mean, he was my mentor, still my mentor. I still learn from him, but I basically took my first boot camp, my first year of college, and I got into debt for that. And I don't regret a single penny. I don't regret spending a single penny because I learned so many things from it, right? But that boot camp changed my life, and I had a lot of epiphanies, right? Now, since the boot camp, I improved and I got a lot of insights, and success with women for me was actually the gateway to me wanting to build a business as well. Because once you get to a certain level with women or in any area, you also want to improve other areas. And so I thought, okay, I'm getting better with girls, but I'm still a bit broke. So how can I actually make money? And so I started looking at like e-commerce and stuff like that. And that's when I started my e-commerce brands. So I started a watch brand, I started a bracelet brand, I started many brands. And at the same time, I also appeared on the Canadian national TV because they were making like a seduction documentary. And I appeared on TV when I was 20 because the documentary was like filming people who do like pickup in the street. And so they chose me as well to be featured in the documentary. I was also modeling for 2 years. I also held many seminars, many boot camps. And even right now, I'm holding boot camps every month. I mean, the next ones, if you want to know, my upcoming boot camps, I'm going to do one in Belgrade in September, one in Ibiza in October, and one in Dubai in November. So those are boot camps that I'm going to host personally with clients in the next few months. And yes, small thing about me. I mean, my name is Limo, so I like showing up in limousines because I like limousines, it's you have some space, you can bring some girls, you put some champagne, it's a good experience. If you've never been into a limousine, highly recommend renting. Actually, it's not very expensive to rent a limousine. It's like 200 euros an hour or something. Anyway, so I went from being shy and having no strategy or skills to having predictable success, right? And this didn't happen by coincidence. I can guarantee you that. All of these results didn't happen by coincidence. It's purely and simply the results of like my systems. And by the way, I'm also a DJ. I like house music. So if you like house music and techno, I'm the guy. So far, I'm just traveling the world, making money and investing and stuff like that. And I'm also kind of the coaches of some coaches you see on Facebook and Instagram. So if you see some dating coaches on Instagram, I might have coached them because I have a few guys that I coached and then are now becoming coaches themselves because they got a lot of results. And I grew a dating page on Twitter with almost 75K followers. Like you might come from this page, like Playboy Secrets. So every single day I post threads, I post content there. And that's my page as well. Anyway, I'm not going to speak too much about myself because the webinar is about you and your results, but I'm just showing you this, guys, because I want to show you that I'm legit and that these systems work. It's not a coincidence. So now I'm just getting results consistently, and I'm going to show you how to get results as well. Now think about, how would your life be different if you had the actual systems and skills to date any woman you want? Like any woman you want, for a fact that you have the competence and the skills to do it. Like, how would your life be different if you could date like 1 to 3 girls a week, like clockwork, anytime you want, like clockwork, anytime you want, on demand? You can have 1 to 3 girls in your bedroom, at your house, like what to do. What if you found a hot girlfriend in a few months? How would your life be different, right? So I'm going to show you how, and if you stick, you're going to know how. So let's dive in. So first of all, I want to speak about a very important topic, and this is like the topic of attention, because you have to understand that we live in an attention economy, and nowadays attention is everywhere. Like, you can give your attention to everything. You can give your attention to social media. You can give your attention to books, to courses, to this webinar. Like, your attention is your most important asset. And especially with women, you have to understand that the way we seduce women is partly by giving attention to women, because usually the traditional way of getting a girl is you give attention to a girl, and then the girl gives you sex in exchange for your attention. It all starts by you giving her attention. If you don't give attention to a girl, then she's not going to come to you usually, because women are rarely the initiators. So typically men give attention to get sex, women give sex to keep getting that attention. So attention into sex, sex into attention. That's the cycle. And the problem now, as I said, in this new economy of attention, is that women are receiving unlimited attention for no reason all the time. Like, they just need to be hot and post a picture on Instagram, and they're receiving comments and likes and DMs from guys all over the world. And with platforms like Instagram and TikTok and OnlyFans and sugar daddy websites and all of that, it's getting even easier for women to profit from that attention and even monetize their attention in return. Like, you've seen all these OnlyFans girls, or even this rapper, like she made $1 million in 6 hours. This rapper, Bad Baddie, with her OnlyFans, she made $1 million in 6 hours because guys are willing to pay, because guys are willing to give free attention like that, So you have to understand that male attention is hyper-inflated right now. And in economy, if something hyper-inflates, you have two choices. You either do something to restore the value of the currency, that if a currency hyperinflates, you either do something to restore the value of the currency, or you have to give a lot more of that currency to get another currency. So if the euro hyperinflates and you're in USD, you have US dollars, either you do something to restore the value of the dollar so that it matches the value of the euro, or you have to give a lot more dollars in exchange for euros, right? Now, if you're a guy, okay, right now, and you know that male attention is hyperinflated, either you're going to keep getting a lot more attention to girls to get the girls, or you're going to restore the value of your own attention and make your attention super high so that you can actually compete in this market and basically make high quality women chase you, right? Now, how society tells you it's supposed to work is that obviously, yeah, you need to get a good job, have some money, get a nice house, get shredded, etc. That's not wrong. I mean, obviously, yeah, you need to have a certain level. You need to have a baseline. If you're broke and homeless and you live in your mom's basement and you look like shit, obviously, you're not going to have the best chances compared to a guy who has money, who looks good, who makes the effort, So that's one thing. But right now, we're going to dive even deeper. So most men believe that women are super expensive to get, for example. I know a lot of guys, they say, oh, but if I go on 2-3 days a week, it's going to be expensive. Like, I'm going to have to spend a lot of money. But that's not true. To be honest, most of my dates right now, they're very cheap. Like, for example, yesterday, I brought a girl at my house, and it was nothing. Like, I just had to buy a bottle of wine. It was like 8 euros. A bottle of wine is 8 euros. That's it. And then she came to my house. So it's not expensive, and that bottle of wine, by the way, we didn't finish it. So if I have another girl coming today after this, I can finish the bottle of wine with her. So 2 days for 1 bottle of wine, like, it's not expensive. If you bring girls to your house, or if you take a coffee, or if you take a drink, it's not expensive, right? That's one thing. So don't think that dating a lot is expensive, unless you try to go to fancy places all the time. right? And, you know, when it comes to making money, I mean, the richest people in the world right now are, you know, Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or Warren Buffett or Elon Musk, etc. Now, are these people really successful with women? Are these people truly like the playboys of the world? No. Like most of them are divorced, they have some fucking headaches, they have so many different things, so many conflicts, like they have to pay an alimony or they have to pay so many divorce fees and stuff like that. So even billionaires are getting left for other guys, you know, like even guys who are worth like 100 billion plus, you know, so money is not the answer. That's one thing. Now, even in terms of looks and all of that, when you take a look at Brad Pitt or Channing Tatum or Will Smith, right? Are these guys also like super in control of their dating life? Not really. I mean, a lot of them had a lot of headaches as well. A lot of them had divorces and stuff like that. So being good looking or having money doesn't ensure your success long term. You need to have the strong frame. You need to keep a certain level of like basically it's all about your frame and all of that, because you can be the richest guy in the world, but if your frame is off, if you have no backbone, if you don't understand female psychology at a high level, you're still going to get walked over. So that's another thing. So newsflash, mainstream narratives do not work necessarily. It's not because you make a lot of money, it's not because you're rich or good looking that's it, you won the game and it's over. You still have to do the work, right? So most men are trapped in this matrix where they think, okay, I'm not that good looking, I'm not that rich, so maybe it's not for me. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm not made for this. But no, that's not true. You're made for this. You are, all of you guys, you are made for this. You can all date the woman you want if you put in the work, okay? Now, what most guys are doing as well is they go out, blow their money in alcohol in some bar or some club to muster up the courage to be confident enough to talk to a girl. Like most of you have done it. Like you go to a bar, you get drunk, and then once you get a bit confident with the alcohol, you go and try to pick up a girl. And you have no strategy. It's all just luck. Or you go to a party and it's all just luck. Or you're waiting for the magical moment where maybe the stars are going to align and you're going to meet this girl. I don't know how, but you're just going to meet this girl by luck, right? Or you try to pay a lot of money on dating apps and dating services and subscriptions and stuff like that, but you're still not getting the success you want. And a lot of you guys are getting this type of advice too, like just be yourself, just be nice, be confident, just focus on yourself and the girls will come, but it's not necessarily the answer, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna dive into some more pragmatic steps. I'm gonna dive into the systems actually. So these are brand new systems, field tested, scientifically proven, and my clients and I were using them currently to get results. Okay, so this still works. So I want you to, first of all, close your tabs and stuff like that. Really be focused. And if you're scrolling on Instagram while I'm giving the webinar, stop, fucking put your phone down. Put your phone down, focus with me, take some notes because this is going to be very interesting. Okay, focus on the presentation. Otherwise, you're going to miss some very important information. And we're going to do a Q&A in a few minutes, and we're going to do a Q&A in the end. Okay, so don't hesitate to ask questions and participate in the chat box. Okay, let's dive in. And if you stay till the end, as I said, my software is actually basically monitoring who's going to stay till the end, so it can send you the bonuses and everything. Okay, so you're going to receive everything. Now let's dive into it. So first of all, I'm not a pickup artist. And I don't want you to be a pickup artist. We're not here to recite lines and do some weird shit and do some like cheap gimmicks, okay? I really want you to seriously be a full stack 1% guy, a guy who has his finances on point, a guy who has his body on point, a guy who understands female psychology at a high level and who doesn't need to rely on lines or on some cheap gimmick, okay? Because learning lines and gimmicks, that's easy and that's a short fix, but what's really going to give you results long term is building your character, building your frame, and doing the work and understanding like communication and psychology at a high level. And one of my previous mentors once said, you can either work to be an excellent man, or you can work to become an excellent manipulator. So you either spend your time learning lines and some bullshit, or you work to become an excellent man and you work on your communication skills and on your understanding of psychology so that you don't need to rely on lines because you already know what to do and you're already a high value guy, like intrinsically, right? And, you know, pickup artists, from what I've seen, like they're willing to sacrifice who they truly are to just hook up with a girl. They're willing to sacrifice their values. They're willing to lie and just manipulate just to get laid. And that's a bit cheap, in my opinion. right? That's one thing. And you know, when you're an excellent manipulator, yeah, maybe you're gonna get laid, like maybe you're gonna inspire some short-term emotions and you're gonna have sex in the beginning, but it's not sustainable. The girl is gonna spend a few hours with you and then she's gonna see the holes in the facade. She's gonna see that you're full of shit. She's gonna see that this guy is missing something. Yeah, he was fun, but like actually, this guy, there's something missing, you know, and she's gonna end up having some remorse, right? So I don't want you to be that way. I want you to be really full stack so that any girl that is with you is proud to be with you because of the person you are, not just because of like the lines you say or the stuff you say, right? So I don't want you to become a perpetual manipulator. I genuinely want you to work on becoming a quality guy as well, right? Because it all starts with your frame, right? And for most of you, you're gonna need to change your identity to some level as well, because the thing is, if you don't change your identity to some level, you're not going to change your results necessarily in the long term. Like, for example, right now, if you're making less than 10K a month, the way you're going to make 10K a month is by changing your identity and becoming the type of person who makes 10K a month. The reason why I'm not making like 10 millions a month or a million a month right now is because I haven't become the type of person who makes a million a month. And I know that. And you know, if I want to get to a million a month, I will need to change my identity to align with the behaviors that it would take to get to a million a month. Same for dating. If right now you're not dating like, if you're not dating like 1 to 3 girls a week, it's because your behaviors are not aligned with that. You need to align your identity and your behaviors to be able to get there, right? So your mindset, your frame, your worldview, your vision, all of these things are going to be like super important for you to get there as well. So that's one thing. Anyway, by the way, I'm going to give you this mission called the Know Thyself mission. And this is the first step to actually getting to know yourself on a deep level, because there's very few moments in life where we truly get to know ourselves. Like, who are we? Like, what kind of man are we? What kind of life do we want to live? What kind of, like, ask yourself, like, what kind of man you are? What kind of life you want to live? What kind of outcomes do you truly want to have? Because it all starts from there, by having this clear understanding of yourself. You can only attract the right things and the right woman in your life if you have a strong sense of who you are and who you want to become. If you don't have a strong sense of who you are and who you want to become, you're going to start attracting shallow things or the wrong things in your life. So it starts with you and having a strong sense of who you are. You know, I like Aristotle because he says, you know, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And I truly believe that. It starts with that. Okay, so that's one thing. And there's an old pimpin' adage back in the 80s. You know, pimpin' has to be in you, not on you. So pimpin' is something that needs to come from you. That motivation needs to come from you. It's not external. You have to understand who you are and what you want. It has to come from you. That's one thing. You have to have a strong why as well. Why do you want to pick up girls? Why do you want to get dates? Why are you here? Right? What's the deeper reason behind why you're here? Right? Because if that reason is shallow, like if you just want to get laid and that's it, that's a shallow motivation. Like, oh, I just want to fuck bitches. Oh, I just want to get laid. Oh, I just want to take revenge on my girlfriend. That's shallow. But if you have a deeper motivation for working on this, if your motivation is deep, like, for example, I want to become a great father someday. I want to become the most charismatic version of myself so that I can become a great leader, so that I can win in my life. And so if you have a stronger vision, you're going to be more inclined to stick around and have the motivation to keep working on this, right? So that's one thing. Now, let's talk about the dating market, guys, real quick. So you all know that if you want to attract high quality women, you have to be a quality guy yourself. If you want premium women, you have to position yourself as a premium option in the dating market. And in the dating market, you can be cheap. You can be like a Toyota, you're cheap, your online profile sucks, your photo sucks, your lifestyle sucks, and your communication skills are very average. You haven't worked on your dating life much. So you're like any other guy, right? You're just mass adopted. So you can be that way, or you can stand out in the dating market and you can be like a Lamborghini in the dating market. Like, girls look up to you, girls try to get you, girls are chasing you because they know that you're a quality product, like you're shining, right? And I want you to be like a Lamborghini in the dating market. I want you to stand out so that you can always have the upper hand with women. right? And 99% of guys, they're not focused enough. They don't have discipline. They're not willing to put in the sacrifice. But the people who will get the best results, they're going to be willing to put in the work, put in the focus, and get out there, you know? So fundamentally, this is how the dating market works. Like, there's an offer, there's a demand, right? It's an economy in itself. The best women are looking for the best guys. The best guys are looking for the best women. And your value in that market, almost like a stock market, you know, in the stock market, every company has a value. You know, Apple is worth like $4 trillion. So every fucking company has a value. And so same for you. Every guy here on this webinar, every one of you on this webinar, like you know, Santiago, Ronald, Daniel, like all of you guys, you all have a value, whether you know it or not. And the way you're gonna step up is by increasing that value over time as well. You know, and you increase that value by increasing your status, your income, having more social proof, having more friends, having a better lifestyle, having more physical fitness, being more dominant, being more masculine, dressing better, stuff like that, right? Now, the cool thing about this is that as men, we peak at a later age in our lives. As men, we peak in our mid-30s, but women, they peak in their early 20s. And so there's kind of an age gap in terms of when we peak. And so that's why us men, we can age like wine, and women age like milk, because women usually after 28, 29, 30, it's a decline from there. But for a guy, if you keep working on yourself and you're resourceful, well, you're gonna keep getting better and better even after you're 30, right? So that's one thing. Now, even if you want to be a good family man one day, like let's say you want to raise children and get married and all of that, you still have to be a good player first, in my opinion, because if you're not a good player first, you're not going to go through the mistakes that you need to avoid with women, and you're not going to be discerning enough with women so that you can actually retain them better and choose the right one for you. I see so many guys, they try to rush into a long-term thing, but they didn't have enough reference experiences. And so because of that, they make so many mistakes in their relationships long-term, and they end up divorcing, or they end up with a toxic girl. So you need to be a player first, in my opinion. You need to develop some experience first, and then from a place of abundance, then you can think about having something long-term or a marriage or something, but you need to experience that lifestyle first. That's one thing. Now let's talk about the funnels and how they work. So you know the Pareto principle, right? Like 80% of your results usually come from 80% of your, 80% of your results usually come from 20% of your actions, right? So 20% of your actions right now are resulting into 80% of the results you get. And so that's how you make things efficient in any field, right? You have to focus on the 20% that leads to results. So many guys focus on the 80% that doesn't really matter, and they expect to have crazy results. So if you want to change your dating life, you're going to have to change some of your habits first, and you're going to have to change like your systems. I'm going to show you how. So first of all, there's two main funnels when it comes to getting dates and getting girls. There's like what I call the live dating funnel, which is like you meeting a girl live. Live, I mean in real life. So you meet a girl in real life, it starts with an approach, then a conversation, then you take her contact, then you go on a date, and then you have sex. That's kind of the process of courtship in real life. And then online, it's kind of the same thing. Like you DM a girl or you text a girl online, and then from that initial text, you get a conversation, and from that conversation, you get a contact close, a date, sex, etc. Now, you know, in every single step, there's conversion points happening. You know, from an approach, some girls are going to opt out. Like you're going to approach some girls and they're going to reject you. And so not all, if you approach, let's say you approach 100 girls, well, only maybe 50 are going to be interested in having a conversation with you. And from those 50 who are interested in having a conversation with you, only maybe 10 are going to agree to have a drink with you and give you their contact. And from those 10 who give you their contact, only maybe 3 are going to show up on a date, and only maybe 1 is going to hook up with you. You see what I mean? And so there's conversion points happening at every single step. And you improve those conversion points by improving also your systems at every single step. Same for online, by the way. Now, some of the most common dating blunders that I've seen to start with is that most of you guys don't have enough volume. The reason why you're not getting enough dates right now, if you're honest with yourself, is because you're not putting enough volume. Like, how many girls are you talking to each week, each month, each year? Are you talking to one girl a week? If that's the case, then don't expect to have crazy results. But if you're talking to 50 girls a week, like maybe you talk to 20, 30 girls in real life, 20, 30 girls online, well, now you have volume. Now you have volume. Now you can expect more leverage, more results. But, you know, like, it's a numbers game too, guys. So you need to have enough volume. Now, blunder number 2 is that a lot of you guys have negative self-fulfilling prophecies. So you have negative beliefs, or you have things holding you back. And maybe you feel like you're not good enough internally, or maybe you feel like, you know, all the good girls are taken, or maybe you feel like, I don't know, like you have some limiting beliefs, and so you're not putting yourself out there enough. Now, another blunder is that you keep repeating the same things that don't work. Like, you keep saying the same things, or texting the same way, or conducting your dates the same way, and you're not taking notice of what works and what doesn't work. You're not like keeping track of what works, and because of that, you're not iterating and you're not improving over time. So that's another blunder as well. Now, let's talk about the systems, guys. So as I said, there's 3 main systems. Okay, let me grab some water real quick. And by the way, if you have questions, do you guys have questions so far? I don't know if you guys have questions. One second, I'm just gonna put escape. I'm just gonna put escape and go. Do you guys have a question? Drop in a question real quick. I'm just gonna go over a question. So Eric says, to add to the solution of blunder 1, it's as simple as DMing a business and making a deal with them. Yeah, absolutely, man. So if you have a question, drop it in real quick. I might take a few questions right now. Otherwise, I'm gonna resume the presentation. Let me know if you guys have a question. So my main question is how to handle dates while being a single father of a 2-year-old kid. Okay. Well, what do you mean by how do you handle? Like how do you basically make time for it? Like, how do you make time for this while you have kids? Ari Krishna says, how do you approach women on Bumble? What is blunder 2? Okay, so how do you approach women on Bumble? We'll do that later with the online stuff. Blunder number 1, no, yeah, basically you have blunder number 1, not enough volume. So you're not approaching enough girls, you're not talking to enough people, you're not marketing yourself enough. Blunder number 2 is you have negative self-fulfilling prophecies. You become like a mind reader. Like, you're like, oh, I'm sure she has a boyfriend, or oh, I'm sure she's not going to find me attractive, or oh, I'm sure this and that. Like, you just assume things. It's a negative self-fulfilling prophecy. And the third thing is you don't iterate over time what you're doing. So Ellie says, when is okay to mention that I'm a father? How to use that as a good thing? Yeah, I mean, definitely some girls will be delighted to date you as a father. Usually older women. I mean, if a girl is 20 and you're a father, it's a bit more complicated usually. But if a girl is 30 plus, and maybe if she has kids as well, she'll be more inclined to date you. But you can still date single girls or girls who don't have kids, even if you have kids already. But at a certain age, you're definitely going to attract a certain demographic of girls mainly. Right. What I've noticed with my clients who have like 50 or 60 plus is that they're attracting girls who have like usually 30 plus. It's harder for them to attract girls who have like 20 plus something. But it's like you can still, it's just like a bit more tricky. You need to have good game. Now, Ellie, I'm 20. You're 28, so it's fine. 28, yeah. Anyway, let's pursue, guys. I'm going to do another Q&A. Don't worry. I'm going to do another Q&A. But let's pursue. So basically, what I was saying is there's 3 main systems. Okay, there's the cold approach system, the online system, the social circle system, and within those systems there are some subsystems. So for example, online you can go the dating apps route. That's a subsystem, like Tinder, Bumble, etc. You can go the Instagram way. You can go the matchmaking sites way. You can go so many ways. Like there's different techniques, online. But the main ones, honestly, is dating apps and Instagram. Now, cold approach, it's usually nighttime, daytime. So daytime, you have like street, malls, grocery stores, etc. Nighttime, it's like nightclubs, bars, venues, restaurants, lounges, all of that. Now, social circle wise, you can go different ways as well. You can organize photo shoots, you can host container events or small events with your social circle, your friends. You can go to like pay for like a venue and organize something there. Like there's so many things you can do. You can have a table and invite girls, like so many things, right? But all these systems, they're gonna basically make up for your overall success in dating, right? And all these systems, they're basically like real life social hacking methods, because most people, like, they're not aware of these things. And because they're not aware of these things, you can outpace 99% of guys. That's how I'm getting so many DMs from girls. That's how my Instagram ends up looking like this sometimes, because I'm not saying my Instagram looks like this every day. I'd be lying, because sometimes I'm talking to guys, sometimes I don't post anything, sometimes I don't even use the system. So, but if I want to, my Instagram can look like this every day. If I use the system every single day, my Instagram will look like this every single day, if I want to. And the reason why is because I just know what to do with Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can follow me and I'll follow you back potentially if you have a good profile. If your profile sucks and you have no photos, I won't follow you back. But follow me on Instagram if you haven't yet. And one gift from me that I want to give you, this is my first gift in this webinar, is that if you post a story on Instagram of you being on the webinar and you tag me in it, I will offer you my book, Playboy Secrets, for free, absolutely free. This book is 37 euros. If you take a story right now and you post it on Instagram and you tag me, I will give you the book for free. And I usually sell it, like if you see my Twitter, I sell it on Twitter. I sell it even on my Telegram or on my emails, but I'll give it to you for free if you just tag me. You tag me, you post the story, I will give it to you for free. So now let's talk about the first system. So the first system is the cold approach system, and it links to like your verbal system, like what you say, what you don't say, etc. Right? So the first system I want you to master is the cold approach system, and it links to the verbal system, which is like what you say during an approach, what you say in your interactions, etc. Right? And it's very important that you understand this first system. You want to really master this first system because, you know, approaching a beautiful woman is the first step. Everyone can approach a beautiful woman, but the second step is also creating a connection with her through the conversation, knowing what to say with her, knowing how to basically meet a stranger and being able to build rapport the right way, being able to qualify her the right way, being able to build attraction the right way and build investment, and being able to close consistently with that, right? Now, most guys, they go with the flow. They just wing it, like, okay, let me approach a girl and I'm just gonna say whatever, right? I'm just gonna ask her like, oh, what do you do? Oh, how old are you? Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like just interview questions, right? And most guys, they go with the flow when they talk to girls, but there's a saying, only dead fish go with the flow. And if you always go with the flow, then you're not in control of the outcome all the time. So it's important to have predictable systems when it comes to communicating with women, because myself, for example, yeah, I could go with the flow, but I still have a structure. Like I know that at this point in the interaction, I need to say this. At another point in the interaction, I need to say that. And I know what elements I need to put in so that my interaction is successful. I know when to demonstrate high value and how to demonstrate high value. I know how to basically flirt and escalate things and all of that. I know how to control the frame. I know all of these things, and all of these elements together will combine and create a successful interaction, right? Now, obviously, you're not going to be compatible with everybody. I'm not saying that every girl you talk to, you're going to convert her into a date. It's impossible. Even when I approach girls myself, sometimes the girl has a boyfriend, sometimes she's not interested, sometimes whatever, sometimes she's in a bad mood. So you can't control the outcome of it, but you can control the action of doing it. And as I said, with enough volume, you will always get some results. I mean, if you approach 20 girls, maybe 15 aren't going to like you, like worst case, but at least 5 are going to like you, or 5 are going to be remotely interested, right? So that's one thing. And so I spent more than 8 years learning all these systems, and they're not pickup lines. Those are conversation structures that are based on communication principles and psychological understandings. They can't be outdated. You have to understand everything I teach is not going to be outdated. Yeah, there's maybe for online, there's going to be another Instagram. Maybe in 10 years from now, there's going to be something else than Instagram. But it doesn't matter, because the same communication principles and the same way you text a girl today is going to be the same in 5 years as well. And the same way I convey high value through my pictures, through my profile, etc. online, it's going to be the same in 5 years. Women respond to the same things evolutionarily. They respond to the same attraction triggers, right? So that's one thing. And this is one of the systems that allowed me to date some of the most beautiful women in the world. Like, you know, my cold approach system is on point. Like my cold approach system, I know that right now, if I see a girl I like in the street, I can go up to her, I can approach her, and I know what to say, and I'm able to pull her if I want to, you know? And so although each woman is unique and each human is different, most conversations are very predictable. I can guarantee you that like most girls are predictable, like it's easy. Like once you have the right structure, like your conversations are going to be very predictable, right? And so if you have the right verbal systems, you're going to have a lot of predictability and consistency in your results, right? So that's one thing. So I'm going to show you later on in a few minutes how to get these systems, what these systems are, like what's the verbal system, okay? But the verbal system is super important. You need to know what to say verbally, okay? And by the way, all of these communication skills that you're going to learn in a few minutes, they're going to get you tremendously good with women as well. Not only are they going to get you tremendously good with women, but they're also going to get you better in terms of making money. Because if you can influence beautiful women with your words, with the things you say, if you can persuade them the right way, if you can influence women, then you also have the power to influence men. You also have the power to, you know, influence and persuade your business partners, your prospects, people you deal with in business. And so really, like, it's really about having this $1 million mouthpiece. Once you understand psychology and communication at a high level, you're able to influence anyone, truly anyone. And so that's the beauty of it, is that your dating life, once you improve it, you can make money infinitely better. Like you can make so much more money by just having better communication skills. And Warren Buffett said it. Like Warren Buffett said that if you improve your communication skills by 10%, you would easily double your income. That's what he said. That's Warren Buffett. So now number two. So the first system is the cold approach system. I'm going to dive into it later. The second system is the online system. So cold approach is cool, right? It's cool to approach a girl in real life and approach her, it's fine. But only relying on cold approach is a big mistake, okay? And most men, they're just like one-trick ponies. They just rely on one thing. Oh, I'm just going to approach girls. But no, you need to be versatile. You need to have cold approach on point, but you also need to be good online. Because even if you approach a woman in real life, she will still want to see how you look online. She will still want to see, okay, who's this guy? Let me see his Instagram. She still want to see, you know, if you're a loser online, if you don't have any online presence, then it will diminish your chances as well. And nowadays you need to have both. You need to have, you need to have the three of them actually, not even both. You need to have like cold approach on point. You need to have a good online presence, and you need to have a good lifestyle too, like a few friends, a social circle. That's the trifecta. That's the trifecta of success with women, having the three of them, right? So now, do you really think that you're going to get the highest quality woman on Tinder or on Bumble? Do you really think you're going to get the highest quality woman there? No. Unfortunately, no. Yes, there are some beautiful women on Tinder. Yes, there are some beautiful women on Bumble. But the highest quality women are on Instagram, because Instagram is the highest value platform. Like, where do celebrities DM each other? Like, a celebrity is not going to go on Tinder, guys. A celebrity is going to go on Instagram. Where do people build their businesses, and where do people of high value? They're on Instagram because it's a networking app. It's everything. Your Instagram is your digital business card, right? And the right presence on Instagram is going to help you become perceived as more attractive, as more high status, as more in demand. It's going to help you. For example, my client, this guy, Ben, when he started, he had like 3K something followers, right? Now he has like 42K followers. His profile is much better, and he's dating way higher quality women just in a few weeks, because I showed him exactly what to do and what to tweak, and you can see his testimonial here. After 8 weeks, he says, I'm getting tons of dates and comically swamped with nines. That's what he said. It's his own words, comically swamped with nines. So like this guy, he went from this to this because he changed his online presence. He improved it, right? And you don't need to have thousands of followers. You don't need to have like 40K or 50K or whatever. All you need is a baseline. You need to have like maybe 1K, 2K, 3K, and I can show you how to get 1K in 10 minutes, okay? And you don't have to be rich, okay? You just need to convey high status. Every one of you here can afford a lunch at a good restaurant and some nice shirt or some nice t-shirt, okay? And just take a picture in a restaurant. Every one of you here can go to a restaurant and take a cool picture, or go to a hotel lobby and take a good picture. So you don't need to be rich, but you need to give the perception that you live a good life. You need to convey high status, okay? And you don't need to have crazy looks. You just need to be well-groomed, dress well, look sharp, have the photo appear quality, like you need to have a quality photo, and that's it. Don't have like a blurry photo or like some like pixelized photo, like a photo that's quality. Now, I'm going to give you some secrets when it comes to online. My first secret when it comes to taking pictures is that whenever I take a picture, I try to have no one else in the photo besides myself. And this is a rule that I didn't make up this rule, by the way. When you analyze high status people on Instagram, most of the people they have is themselves in a high status location. So 99% of your pictures should be of yourself in a high status location. No need to post pictures with your friends all the time. Yeah, you might post a few pictures with your friends, but 80% of your pictures should be just yourself, okay? Now, when you take a picture, never look at the camera directly. You want to look away from the camera. So when I'm taking a picture, it's almost like a paparazzi took a picture of me and I wasn't aware of it. You see what I mean? Like I'm always looking away. I'm not looking straight to the camera, because you want to give the impression that you're kind of an actor in a movie, like you're kind of like the hero of your own movie, and you're just looking away, you know, and the person is taking a picture of you. Now, no selfies, like no selfies in the car, or no, like, you know, selfies in front of the mirror, flexing your muscles. Like it's not good. It's not high status. Another thing is when I post a picture on Instagram, I don't just take the picture and then post it. I always go on one of my editing tools and I just color grade it a bit. You have to color grade your picture a bit, because if you post the picture raw, it's not going to be as good looking. You have to edit it. You have to change a bit maybe the structure, the sharpness, the contrast, the highlights. Like you have to change a bit how the picture looks to make it look better. Another thing is every picture you take has to be in a high status environment, not in some like parking garage or some fucking McDonald's or some weird background. Like, no, like a good background, a fancy background, preferably something cool, right? That's one thing. Now, with my Instagram system, I can get at least 10 hot girls lining up every day to talk to me. If I want to, honestly, if I want to today, I can DM girls with my system. I can get dates like clockwork, because it's not complicated once you understand it. Obviously, it's not a magic pill. Obviously, it's not something that like I have to still do a bit of work, but it works. You know, that's one thing. It works consistently. It's reliable. It's really reliable. It's predictable. It's a numbers game. Now, the third system, and I'm going to show you, by the way, in a few minutes, like the online messaging system and everything. But the third system is the social circle system and the networking system. Because yes, you can date a lot of women. Yes, you can have sex with a lot of women. And so what? And so what? Yeah, okay, cool, you had sex. So what? Your lifestyle sucks. You don't have any friends. You don't have any parties or cool events going on. You're not known in your city. You have no status. You're just a guy who dates and fucks a lot. That's cool, but it's better if you also have a lot of friends, connections, alliances in your city. You're able to organize events, pool parties, stuff like that. Like have an engaging lifestyle, right? And here's the thing, when it comes to dating, you can either have a top-down approach or a bottom-up approach. I repeat, a top-down approach or a bottom-up approach. Now, what's the difference? A bottom-up approach is basically the approach that 99% of guys take. Like you're just running around the mall, harassing poor women, trying to approach any woman you see, trying to spend hours on Tinder and Snapchat and giving attention to girls and like just chasing leads and chasing dates. That's the bottom-up approach. And it's okay in the beginning. It's okay to do that. But the top-down approach is better, because once you have status and once you have a cool social circle and you have female friends, you have connections, you don't need to go through the grind work of always having to cold approach and all of that, because you already have a setup. Like right now, for example, just after this webinar, I'm actually invited to a house. That's why I have a shirt on, and because I'm going to a party just after this. And one of my friends is organizing a party actually. So I'm going, and there's probably going to be some girls. I've invited a few ones. Maybe they're going to come, maybe they're not going to come. But like, it's easy because I have a setup. I have friends, I have events, I have shit. I'm a DJ too, so it's easy. Like I have a lot of things. I have events, you know, it's easy. I can organize a table in a club and it's easy. Or a restaurant with some girls, you know? And so I have this top-down approach where even if I don't approach girls, even if I don't DM or text girls, I still have a setup in my city. I still have a social circle and a lifestyle that allows me to attract girls anyway. That's even better. That's the, you know, if you look at Dan Bilzerian, okay? Dan Bilzerian, you probably know Dan Bilzerian. If you don't know Dan Bilzerian, Google him. And this guy, do you think he's gonna run around the mall and just approach girls or spend 3 hours on Tinder? No, because he has a setup. Now, okay, yeah, he's rich, but even when he wasn't that rich, or even when he just got started, like he understood this thing, like he worked on building a setup for himself, you know, and this is one thing you need to understand. So a lot of people talk about day game, night game, stuff like that. And I talk about this too. I'm still I'm a proponent of that as well, but not just that, you need to also do social circle, also do online if possible. Building a true social circle and becoming its leader is really a powerful thing to have, you know, like imagine having powerful connections in your city, having access to, you know, events and parties and women and all of that. Like it's easier, right? It's way easier. How much easier would it be to date high quality women if you're always surrounded with beautiful women with the lifestyle you have? You see what I mean? And you don't need to be rich to do that. You don't need to be rich to do that. So that's one thing. Okay. So when I show up in a nightclub with 4 female friends in the back of my limo, it's so easy then to pick up a girl in a nightclub because I'm with 4 girls. I have my social circle. Like it's easy, you know? So that's one thing. Okay. That's one thing you need to have if you want to attain a high level. I'm going to show you the social circle system as well later on. Okay, so that's one thing, the social circle system. So you have the online system, social circle system, cold approach system, all of that. But the 5 things that matter for your dating success are always going to be building your sexual market value in all areas, which means you're building yourself financially, you're building yourself physically, you're building yourself mentally and intellectually. You are also you are also like improving your dating life in every area. You're strengthening your frame, your vision, your purpose, and you're also approaching women, DMing women, talking to women. You have enough volume, you're getting dates, etc., and you're growing and expanding your social circle as you do that. So those are the elements you need to do constantly. Those are the things that matter. And there's actually a triangle of success with women. So the triangle of success with women is you have a high value lifestyle, a high sexual market value, you're able to cold approach, and you're able to have the right verbal systems. That's the first one, the top one. Then you also have a social circle and a network, and then you also have a strong online presence. If you have these 3 elements, you have everything. Like you can't fail if you're good at cold approach and seducing women in real life, if you're good at making friends and expanding your network, and if you're good at having an online presence, you can't fail, you know. Now, are you happy you came to this session so far? First of all, before I go through the rest, are you happy you came to the session so far? And did you guys get some value already? Did you guys understand some things already? Let's go into some Q&As first. Do you guys have some questions before I dive into some things? Do you guys have some questions? Yeah, Nico says absolutely. Thank you, Nico. Are you guys happy with the session so far? I hope you guys liked it so far. Okay, great. So I'm gonna go over some other things. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get there fast, and also like some of the systems that we apply ourselves. So as you know, in every field, okay, you can either walk the minefield blind, okay, you try to do it yourself without any training, without any feedback, etc. You do it in isolation, just by yourself. You don't have any friends, no wingman, no brotherhood. Or you get a proven system, like you give yourself every advantage possible. You get accountability, you get support, you get wingman, you get a community, and that's way better. Now, your life is basically divided into 4 quarters. Like you have your life between 0 and 25. That's like the first part of your life. Then you have your life from 25 to 50, then from 50 to 75. And then if you're lucky to live past 75, then you're pretty much dead after that, right? So really, I mean, there's not so much time, guys. Like how many red blocks do you have in your life? Like if those little squares are like months in your life, there's only about 900 months in your life, if you think about it. If you divide, there's 12 months in a year, okay, 12 months in a year times 90 or something, well, you only have about 900 months in your life. This is all you have left. And I'm going to give you the growth formula, okay? The way you're going to succeed is going to come from two variables: your rate of learning and your rate of change. Let me explain. Because when you understand these two variables, success becomes a truth, okay? So there's two variables for exponential growth in your dating life. First, your rate of learning. How much quality information are you taking in each week, each month, each year? How fast do you learn new things in your dating life, for example? And the rate of change. How fast do you start a new behavior once you learn these things? Like, what's your speed of implementation? Because, so many guys know how to make 10K already. You know how to make 10K a month. You know how to make 100K a month. But your rate of change isn't as fast. Like, you're not changing your behaviors as fast as your rate of learning. Like, you might know more than you're making today. And funny enough, that's what's keeping you stuck. Even if you know how to make 100K a month or $1 million a month, you're not making that right now, probably because you're not behaving like someone who does, or yet. So same with my programs, or same with what I teach. Like, you might know, or same with your dating life right now, like, you might know how to get like 1 to 3 dates a week, but your behaviors are still not aligned right now, and you have to align that. And so when you work with me, guys, when you work with me in my programs, not only are you going to improve your rate of learning, like, you're going to learn everything, but most importantly, we're also going to make you change your behaviors as soon as possible. We're going to make you engage in the right actions as soon as possible. So if you want faster results, you have to focus on the rate of change as well, okay? And Alex Hormozi, I'm sure you guys know Alex Hormozi. He's very famous these days. And he says that this also applies to intelligence. I mean, the way you determine whether someone is smart or not is by how fast does he changes his behaviors. Like, someone who is smart not only acquires the knowledge and skills faster than anyone else, but they also change their behaviors faster than anyone else, And that's how I went from being shy or having no strategy, etc., to having predictable successes, because not only have I focused on my rate of learning, I kept learning every year, but I also focused on my rate of change. I tried to change as soon as possible, right? So that's one thing. Now, what I'm about to show you right now is very time sensitive and is currently disrupting the dating market. And this is something that really is going to give you everything you need to crush it in the next few weeks, okay? So I want to introduce you guys, first of all, to some of what my own clients are calling the Rolls-Royce of dating programs. And I want to introduce you to the Dating Accelerator version 2.0. So there's been the Dating Accelerator version 2.1, version 1.0, but I want to show you the new version. So basically, in the Dating Accelerator right now, this is my new program. We're going to show you step by step, basically, how to go from having no dating life, relying on luck, having very few women, low quality women, to basically having an abundant dating life and predictable system consistently. I'm going to show you exactly how. So first of all, once you join the Dating Accelerator program, this is one of my main programs that I have right now. For those of you who are truly serious, this is going to be a game changer. So once you join my program, first of all, you have an exclusive members only portal. So you have a portal that you join with videos and resources every week. So every single week you can log into the portal and you can watch the modules and the video each week. Now, every week we're going to tackle specific systems in my program. So the first week, for example, we're going to dive very deep into female psychology. Everything you need to know about how to position yourself the right way in the dating market. Everything you need to know about how to actually make women chase you and chase for your attention instead of you having to chase them all the time, you having to do all the work. I'm also going to show you a lot of things about how to really change your mindset and your frame so that you can consistently get yourself to approach and to meet women, etc. So that's week one. Now, week two, I'm going to show you how to craft a new character, like how to actually transcend your identity so that you can become the type of guy who gets results consistently. Because as I said, right now, if you're not making $1 million a month or 100K a month, or if you don't have the goals, if you don't have the situation you want, it's because you haven't become the type of person who gets those results. And if you want to get those results, you have to transform into the type of person who gets those results. Same for dating. If you're not getting 9s and 10s consistently, you're not dating girls consistently, it's because you haven't become the type of person who gets those outcomes with women. And you have to transcend your identity. Unless you transform your identity, until you transform your identity, you're never going to have results long-term. That's one thing. So that's why we start with the identity and the mindset. Now, week 3, this is where it all starts. So in week 3, we're going to cover what I call the bulletproof approach system. So in week 3, I'm going to show you exactly how to get 1 to 3 dates a week with cold approach, like exactly from A to Z, how to approach women, what to say, how do you conduct a cold approach, whether in the gym, in the street, in a grocery store, like anywhere you go, you're going to have the power to just approach a woman and get a date. We're also going to cover in week 3 everything regarding nonverbal systems. So everything regarding body language, style, sub-communications, body posture, tonality, because 93% of communication is nonverbal. It's not just what you say, it's also what you don't say and the energy behind what you say and your sub-communications. Now, week 4, this is where we're going to cover the $1 million mouthpiece. So in week 4, we're going to cover basically from open to close, how to conduct your interactions, like how to demonstrate high value, how to flirt, how to escalate, how to close, like everything you need. Now, week 5, we're going to cover how to close the deal. Because one thing that you guys are going to encounter is maybe you're going to get dates, okay? You're going to bring women on dates, but then for some reason, you're not going to close these dates. She's going to give you some bullshit last-minute resistance. Like, oh, I can't sleep with you tonight. Or, oh, I can't go home with you. I can't do that. Or, oh, I just got to know you. I can't do this, blah, blah. They're going to give you like last-minute resistance. Unless you understand how to deal with the last-minute resistance, and unless you understand like the closing strategies that I'm going to show you, you're always going to have a hard time closing, or it's going to take you like too many dates. And so in week 5, I'm going to show you how to become an elite closer, a guy who closes all the time, almost. Now, obviously, sometimes with some girls, it's going to take a second date, but it's rare. Now, week 6, we're going to cover the online system. So exactly how to set up your profile properly, how to get 1 to 3 dates properly with your online presence, how to text women, like everything you need. And this is going to 10x your online presence, your personal brand, everything. Like with this, you can get dates like clockwork just from sending messages on your couch. Like you can just send messages on your couch and just get dates from Instagram because you have the right online presence, right? So that's one thing. Now, week 7, we're going to talk about relationships mastery and how to retain women long-term, because it's one thing to obtain a woman, but it's another thing to retain a woman. If you want to retain a woman long-term, it takes a different set of practices and behaviors. And so in week 7, I'm going to show you how to make women invested long-term, how to basically master female psychology so that you can make them invest in the relationship long-term. Now, week 8, this is the final piece because basically the program is 8 weeks. It's an 8 weeks curriculum. And the last week is week 8, and we're going to cover social circle and networking. So exactly how to build an incredible social circle, how to connect with the right people in your city, and how to really build a lifestyle, a setup that allows you to attract women without having to go through the grind work of like, oh, I need to cold approach all the time. I need to go to the mall. I need to approach women at the mall. Fuck that. I'm going to show you how to actually like build a social circle, build an online presence that allows you to have a setup, and that's going to gain for you, right? Now, every week on top of this course, like this is a whole course with everything. Every week you get like different modules and you get different videos and you understand all these things. You also get accountability calls each week. So every Wednesday, religiously, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. CET, we have an accountability call with the whole group. And so every single week you can talk to me and I can help you personally and really expand on some deeper topics and really help you personally. Okay. And so in the program, you're going to learn from A to Z, like how to position yourself the right way, how to understand female psychology, the right systems to attract and date high quality women, how to retain women, everything. Right. And this is what got Eamon from 3 dates a year. That's less than 1 date every 3 months to 3 dates a month. That's crazy. And same thing for this guy. I mean, after his breakup, I remember Lars, his name is Lars. After his breakup, he got to like 5 dates a week. Like I have the testimonials to prove it. And so all these wins, they come from the Dating Accelerator program. Like it's not a result of like just them figuring it out by themselves. Like it's a result of them going through the program and me giving them feedback and me helping them personally to get there. Okay, now if you had to Google like what's the cost of a dating coach, how can I improve my dating life? Like what's the cost? You would see the average cost of a dating coach per year is like $13,000 per year. That's expensive. That's expensive, $13,000. But I'm going to show you how to actually benefit from that with much, much less and really get to the next level this year. Now, a bonus that I'm going to put in with the program is that you're going to receive my other program, Higher Self Mastery. So Higher Self Mastery is a program on health, mindset, spirituality, relationships as well. And it's a bonus program. There's 60 videos in it. Also, on top of that, you're going to receive lifetime access to the circle. So actually, once you join my program, you'll also join a mastermind. So we have a group on Telegram. I'm sure you guys know Telegram. So we have a group on Telegram with guys all over the world. We have guys in the US, in Canada, in Europe, in Africa, everywhere in the world. We have guys inside that group on Telegram. And every day we talk about business, money, lifestyle, women dating, it doesn't matter. We talk about everything. And I'm very active on the group myself because I truly value those exchanges that we have on our Telegram group. So you're going to get also lifetime access to me, to the circle, to the community. Like you're going to have a network of wingmen all over the world. So even if you travel, you can send a message inside the circle like, hey, I'm traveling to Paris. Who is down to meet? And you're going to have people who can potentially meet with you. So that's what's good with the program is you get also a community, a network. You can network with other guys, including myself, 24/7. Plus you get the course, plus you get the accountability calls, plus you get Higher Self Mastery with all the bonuses and everything. So really it's impossible to not get success. And even with the circle, you get a monthly call. Every month, we have a monthly call with the mastermind. We had one on Wednesday. On Wednesday, last Wednesday, the 19th of July, we had a monthly members call just for the members of our network, okay? And you get lifetime access to the network, and you get a 12-month weekly access to the accountability calls, okay? So you get all of these things, guys. So that's the Dating Accelerator package. And honestly, with this, it's pretty much impossible not to succeed. Like you're gonna get all the systems, you're gonna get direct access to me, direct access to my network, calls every week. So it's impossible. And after the 8 weeks, you're gonna receive a special certification. I know it's cheesy, but you're going to receive a certificate, like you're going to be a certified playboy because you're going to understand everything you need and you're going to go through the process. And honestly, it's impossible not to get success if you go through it. So you're literally one decision away from changing everything forever. Now, let me show you what you get, okay? Again, so you get 8 weeks of guided coaching on the whole system, okay? That's a 5,000 euro value. You get weekly action items with step-by-step instructions. That's 2,500 euros value. You get lifetime access to the Circle Mastermind. That's priceless because you get lifetime access to a network that keeps growing, including myself. So that's priceless, but I put like 3,000 euro value. You get lifetime access to the course and all the future updates of the course. That's 2,000 euros value. You get Higher Self Mastery. That's my whole program on relationships, health, mindset. That's 1,497 euros value. If you total all of that, that's 13,797 euros value. But today only, what I'm going to do for you guys, because you came on the webinar, is instead of doing it at 13,797 euros, it's only going to be 697 euros. Only 697 euros for you guys in this webinar. Okay. Now, the Dating Accelerator program comes with 100% money back guarantee. So if you go through the program for 8 weeks and you seriously watch all the videos, you're gonna have your money back because I truly believe in customer satisfaction. And if you're not satisfied, why should I keep your money? I'm going to keep helping you until you succeed. You know, so if you go through all the materials and you're still not satisfied, I will give you your money back. Okay. So today you get 65% off on the original price, and the price is going to rise. Like next week, the price is going to rise to 1,497 just after this. Okay. But today you're going to get it for 697 only. So I'm going to drop a special link right now for those of you who are truly serious. I'm going to drop a special link right now in the chat. I just dropped the link right now in the chat. You can just click the link, okay, for those who are serious, and get your spot right now. Because honestly, this is really what's going to get you to the next level. And you can keep fumbling around by yourself. You can keep watching 100 different YouTube videos, but ultimately, without the coaching, without the feedback, without the community, it's very hard to get there by yourself. And so instead of 13,797 euros, today you get it for 697. The first people who sign up today, like the first 10 people who sign up, I'm going to offer them a personal, quick 15-minute call with me personally. So if you sign up, like the first 10 people who sign up, they're going to get a 15-minute call with me, like personally, where I'm going to help you personally. It's 697 only. Okay. So I'm telling you guys, like, this is the time. There's no other program that's going to help you as much as this one, with the weekly calls that we have, with the community, with the course and the people inside the circle. And next week, I guarantee you the price is going to be at 1,497. But today it's at 697, only if you're in this webinar. Okay, so Subu said, is it only me who can see the link? Oh, sorry, yeah, you can see the link. Sorry, man. I'm just gonna, I was talking to Hari Krishna in private. So now I'm gonna put it to everyone. So I just dropped the link, Subu, okay? And it is in euros, it is in euros. So it's in euros, but there's not a big conversion rate because €1 equals 1.08 USD. So really like it's kind of the same, okay? So this is the program, guys. And honestly, I mean, I really want to help you personally. If you came to this webinar, I want to help you personally. But the thing is, I can't help you personally in a call like this. Like you need to be in the program. I can't just help everyone for free. So if you guys are serious, the guys who are truly serious, you take the program today, and I guarantee you that in a few weeks' time, you're going to start having incredible outcomes. And you're going to start seeing your life change in many, many ways. So if you're serious, check out the link. I just dropped the link again, okay? And basically, this is the program. This is the program, and this is how it works. Now, some questions. 1 second. Let me see the questions. So what's your advice for if girls through cold DM like me, but don't commit to a date? Well, if a girl texts you, like if a girl keeps texting you, but she's kind of a dead end, like she doesn't want to meet in real life, then fuck her, on to the next, you know? If you keep texting a girl, but she's not showing up in real life, like fuck her. But I'm going to show you, like in my program, I'm going to show you exactly how to text them, basically, how to follow up with them so that they show up, so that you can basically decline the flake rates. Because a lot of you guys are going to have flake rates, but yeah. So Jacob says, classical clickbait webinar. Well, Jacob, I spent 2 hours with you giving you value, bro. But like, if you want to get to the next level, yeah, you're going to have to invest in yourself. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to invest in yourself, you know, all of you guys. And the people, I can see already some people, yeah, welcome. I mean, John already signed up. Nice. Okay, Arthur already signed up. Yeah, okay. Well, congrats for you guys. I mean, that's the guys who are the most serious. That's the guys who are the most dedicated, you know. And what's money good for anyways? You know, money is not real. Money is going to stand in your bank account. It's just numbers on a screen. But this money that you invest today, well, that's going to get you to the next level with women. That's tangible results that you're going to get. And you're going to have lifetime access to myself and to the program, you know. And so this is really priceless. I mean, if you can learn these systems in the next few weeks with us, like inside the circle, you're going to outpace 99% of guys. You're going to truly get into the 1% who actually understand what it takes, you know. And anyways, guys, the question is not like, are you going to buy my program? The question is whether, are you going to pay for it with money or are you going to pay for it with time? Because guys, if you don't take my program right now, what's going to happen? Well, you're going to keep watching videos. You're going to keep watching content on YouTube. You're going to keep watching content on Twitter, but you're not going to change. It's just mental masturbation because you don't have those pragmatic systems and you don't have the accountability. You're going to keep like watching consuming content. And my books are not going to help you. My free PDFs are not going to help you. Like the program has everything you need, the Dating Accelerator program. So I'm going to drop the link again for those of you who are serious. This is the program. For those of you who are serious, this is it. Okay. I'm not going to, 1 second. I was direct messaging Subu. So Subu says, I'm joining the program. I live in Toronto. I'll be in Montreal. Yeah, man. I mean, if you join the program right now, let me know when you join. And if you join right now, I'm going to welcome you personally as well inside the circle. And it's going to be great. So then Santiago says, it's a huge wall to jump for people outside of Europe. Like 10 times average salary. Man, it's only 697 euros. It's only 697 euros. Now, one thing also, guys, is one thing is I'm going to give you like something, okay? I'm going to give you a payment plan, guys. So if it's too much for you, okay, you can split the payment in 2 times. Let me show you. So if you go to the checkout, you can actually do 2 times 397, okay? So 2 times 397. So if you pay 2 times monthly 397 euros, you can access the program already. So no excuses. I mean, if you don't have enough money, split the payment. Like that's 697, you can split it up to 2 times. Okay, here's the link again. I just dropped the link again in the chat. Check out the link in the chat, click the link. But basically, you can pay in 2 times, okay? 2 times monthly. So 397 euros, 1 payment now, 1 payment in a month. Or you do it 1 time in full. And so no excuses, guys. And look, this is going to pay dividends for the rest of your life. View it as an investment. You're investing in yourself. Like, this is really the best investment that you're going to make this year. And not only is this program going to help you get girls, but it's going to help you make more money, because we talk about business, we talk about communication skills, we talk about all of that, right? And yeah, I'm still going to offer the books if you take a picture and tag me in the webinar. Yeah. So guys, if you follow me, so you have to follow me on Instagram at Limo Oueslati. If you follow me on Instagram and if you tag me in a story with this webinar, I will offer you my books for free. But as I said, my books aren't the solution, okay? Books are never the solution. What's really the solution is the program. Okay, books are just like, okay, cool information, mental masturbation. But it's cool. I mean, it's stuff to read, but the real shit is in the program. Okay, but I'm still gonna give you my books, yeah, for sure. So that's one thing. Now, let me tell you something. This is not just about the girls, okay? This is not just about the girls. It's about your bloodline. Some people think seduction, some people think like, you know, this is not just, this is just like about getting laid or stuff. But really, this is going to determine with whom you'll have your children, guys. Like, do you want to marry a fat, dumb feminist, a girl who isn't going to follow your lead? Or do you want to marry a girl who's like feminine, submissive to you, who's going to lead, follow you? Like, do you want to attract the highest quality woman for your legacy for the rest of your life? Or do you want to settle for subpar women? That's the thing. So if you don't want to settle, if you want to marry someone of quality, if you want to be a chooser instead of a chaser, then that's it, you know? So yeah, and I'm gonna send you guys the books later once you tag me and all of that. But for now, you have to make a decision. Either you're gonna stay the same, you're gonna finish this webinar and go back to your life and go back to your dating life and just have a mental masturbation for 2 hours, or you join the program, you join us inside the circle, you start learning the right systems, and you start getting dates starting next week if you want. Like, starting next week, you can start getting dates if you put in the right action. And anyways, there's a money back guarantee. Like, if you don't like the course after a few weeks, I'll give you your money back, no problem, as long as you watch the whole thing, okay? So if you don't have the money, guys, like, as I said, you can pay in 2 times. You know, and congrats already, George, John, Patrick. Congrats, Patrick. We got Patrick. Congrats, Subu. Subu just joined. Congrats, Subu. Man, we're gonna do some great work together. So all of these guys are winners. Like, all of these guys are taking chances, and these guys are gonna outpace you. You know, but I can't decide that for you. I can't decide for you to make this decision. You have to make this decision that you commit to your success with women today, and you commit to getting results. You know, and let me go over like what's the worst case scenario that's going to happen. Okay, the worst case scenario, if you invest in yourself today, is you're gonna get the course, you're gonna enter our community, you're gonna enter the mastermind, you're gonna start learning, start improving, and that's the worst case. Now, the best case is not only are you going to get all of that, but I'm going to help you personally. You're going to make more money with your business. You're going to have access to wingmen all over the world. You're going to improve yourself as a man, and the sky's the limit. Like, really, there's no worst case. And plus, you have the money back guarantee, which means there's no risk at all, because you have that money back guarantee that, I mean, if you're not satisfied, if you don't like the program at all and you watch it all, I'll give you your money back. But it almost never happens, because I'm a man of my word. And if I said I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you. And every week, you can join our weekly calls on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have our weekly calls, and I'm going to help you personally inside those calls every Wednesday. And the price is going to rise to 1,497 just after this. So click the link right now. I'm going to drop the link. Okay. If you're serious, if you enjoyed my content, if you enjoyed what I do, if you want us to have a relationship together outside of this, and you want me to help you personally, like for the rest of your life, by the way, I'm going to help you for the rest of your life, because once you join the circle, you have lifetime access to it. And the circle is our chat together. We have a chat together. And I look at the chat every day. I answer the question every day. I post things myself every day. And for the rest of your life, you have access to that. And so for the rest of your life, you can sustain a relationship together. Even if you travel at some point, you can join me in real life. You know, I've met a lot of my clients in real life, you know. I do boot camps every single month as well. So I travel a lot. As you guys know, some of my upcoming live events, I can show you here. I have a few upcoming live events. Let me show you what I did. Where's the slide again? Yeah, here. So I have like one in Belgrade in September. If you guys want to join that, you can DM me on Instagram as well. I have one in Ibiza in October, and I have one in Dubai in November. And so if you're in Ibiza, Dubai, Belgrade, we can also meet, you know, and I meet my clients all the time. So yeah, I mean, congrats also. We got Daniel also. Congrats, man. Congrats. So yeah, guys, this is the time, you know, this is the time to actually take action and change your dating life permanently. Okay, so I urge you, if you're serious about this, I just dropped the link again inside the chat on Zoom. Click the link in the chat, join us. You're not going to regret it. Okay, you're not going to regret it. I thought there might be free PDF links in the webinar. Yeah, text me, Nico. Nico, text me. You're going to receive you're going to automatically receive the PDFs, bro. Like the free PDFs aren't going to help you anyway. The program is going to help you. The free PDFs is just like mental masturbation, like, yeah, do this, do that mindset. But what's going to help you, I can guarantee you, is the program. Where do you text me? On Instagram. Text me on Instagram and I'll reply to all my messages. Okay. But yeah, guys, the free PDFs, the books, like all of that, that's not going to help you. Now, let me show you something. Okay. Let me share my screen right now. I'm going to share my screen right now and show you something. So once you join the course, do you see my screen right now? Let me know inside the chat. Let me know if you see my screen. No, I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not selling the PDFs. The free PDFs, I'm not selling them. I'm selling Playboy secrets and Instagram secrets. And those are not useless. I mean, those are, view them as appetizers. They show you what to do on a surface level. But if you want to go deeper, the Dating Accelerator is better. So the PDFs, my PDFs, my books, they're still very valuable, but it's a lot of mental masturbation compared to the pragmatic implementation that you get inside the course. Okay, you understand that? So that's one thing. So click the link, guys. I just sent you a link inside the chat to join the Accelerator. And here's the members area. Here's how it looks, okay, live. Just to show you that it's not a scam, like you get a members area, you get everything, okay? So if I click on, for example, video 5, week 3, the bulletproof approach system, okay? It's gonna open up. Now you can see it's opening up. It's a full video, like 60 minutes, 60-minute videos, just on how to approach women during daytime, the bulletproof approach system. And every single week you get resources, action items to download. So for example, here, you have a lot of action items to download, you know, like the higher self prophecy, the dating success engineering, the accelerator lead generation system PDF, the performance tracking board. Like you have so many PDFs and resources every single week. I offer you so many things inside the program. And every week we have calls together. It's not just a course that you watch and then you're by yourself. No, I'm going to help you every single week on top of that. So click the link, guys. Click the link inside the chat. I just dropped the link inside the chat. I'm going to drop it 1,000 times. But click the link because this is it. I mean, I can't really help you outside of this webinar if you're not joining my programs. I mean, I'm giving free content all the time. You see me, guys, like honestly on Twitter, I give content for free. Like I post threads every day. I give you guys content. I give free PDFs. I post YouTube videos. I post stuff on my Telegram. You guys have plenty of free content online, okay? What you need is not free content. What you need is someone who can give you feedback. Okay, and thank you, Gideon, whatever. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you love my Twitter. If you love my Twitter, if you seriously want to have a relationship together outside of Twitter, like you want us to be friends, basically. If you want us to be friends together, and I'm going to help you personally as a friend, come here and come on the program, and I guarantee you I'm going to help you personally. Now, Santiago says, can we tag you in Twitter and get the PDF? No, tag me on Instagram. Tag me on Instagram, bro, please, on Instagram. Unless you have a big audience. If you have more than 10K followers on, not 10K, let's say 5K. If you have more than 5K followers on Twitter and you tag me, then yes. Ellie says, followed on Instagram. I can't pay right now. Let's see in the near future. Thanks anyway, Limo. Thanks, Ellie. I appreciate you. No problem. You don't buy friends, bro. Yeah, you don't buy friends, but look, I mean, to be honest, most of my clients that I've had relationships with, like especially the guys who come with me in real life, for example, or the guys with who come on the calls every week, I really consider them as my friends almost. Like if I go, for example, there's a guy who comes all the time. He's from Slovakia. His name is Dan. He's kind of a friend to me now. Like he's always here on the calls. Like I can give a ton of examples, you know, like guys who they come on calls and we talk together every week and we become acquainted, you know, like they share about their lives, I share about my life, and we become friends kind of. Like if I go to their city, I might have a drink with them, you know, as a friend, you know, not to sell them something necessarily. So that's one thing. So click the link, guys, if you're serious about, you know, joining us inside the Dating Accelerator and having the right systems permanently. By the way, the program is updated every single month. Like every single month, I'm adding new things. I'm trying to polish the program better. So join the program in, and it's going to help you. Okay. Okay, Hari Krishna, I'll send you the PDFs later. Guys, click the link. Welcome. We have also Sam. Welcome, Sam. Welcome, Sam. Congrats on taking the program, Sam, as well. Just signed up right now. Congrats, Sam. So yeah, guys, I mean, this is the time. You see all these guys like Sam, Arthur, Subhu, you know, John, they're all signing up right now. And all these guys in a few weeks, they're all going to outpace you, and they're all going to get dates, and you're going to stay the same. And you can go on 100 different webinars. You can go on 100, you can watch 100 videos on YouTube. You're still going to not getting the results you want unless you get the right systems and you get feedback. And you, as we said, there's two variables, the rate of learning and the rate of change. Remember, you know, remember the growth formula, guys. The growth formula is very important to understand. When you work with me, not only are you going to increase your rate of learning because you're going to learn the right systems, but more importantly, you're going to increase the rate of change as well. Let me just share my screen again. I'm not sharing my screen. Yeah, so the growth formula, basically, you have two variables, the rate of learning and the rate of change. Now, together, not only are we going to increase the rate of learning, like you're going to get a lot of quality information very fast, but also we're going to start new behaviors, and I'm going to show you how to change your behaviors the right way. And we're going to really fast track the speed of implementation. Okay, so that's what's going to get you there, the rate of learning, the rate of change. And with my program, you get both. Because every week as well, you get the accountability call as well. Okay. So guys, I'm not going to stress this enough. Next week, the price is going to go to 1,497. This week, you can get it for less. This week, you can get it at 65% off, and you can get it at, you know, this price, you know, 697. So click the link, and that's it. So Gideon says, but you know, dating is different in different countries. How are you sure that your systems will apply? It applies everywhere because I've traveled myself in a lot of countries. I've traveled in more than 40 countries so far. And I can prove every single trip I've made. And, you know, all these countries that I've traveled to is kind of the same. I've been to Thailand, I've been to all over Europe, I've been all over the US and Canada, I've been to South America, I've been to Africa. I'm Tunisian myself. I'm African myself. I speak Arabic. نتكلم عربية, نتكلم Franci, I mean, نتكلم, you know, French. I mean, I can speak Arabic, I can speak Spanish, I can speak many languages. And, you know, when you adapt and when you understand the right systems, it's easy. Okay. So that's one thing. So Hari Krishna, yeah, I know you're all set. You're already part of the accelerator. Hari Krishna, you're already set. So Hari Krishna, you're going to get your access back, by the way. But we'll talk later. But yeah, I mean, Hari Krishna is in, Subbu is in, Johnny is in, Arthur is in, Sam is in. There's just a few left, you know. Axel, Alush, I don't know what you're doing, because every webinar, I think, it's not your first webinar, or maybe we had a call together. I know your name. We had a call together already multiple times, and you're still not in the program. And you're just a spectator. You're just a spectator, bro. And do you want to be a spectator, or do you actually want to get the right systems? Because I can guarantee that if you were truly successful in your dating life, you wouldn't be in this webinar. You're in this webinar because you know you want something better. And so, Axel, I urge you, man, if you want to get to the next level, click the link and let me help you. Let me help you get to the next level. Let us work together and let me change that for you. Okay? Let's save you time. You know, time is precious. You don't have the time to figure this shit out by yourself. Anon as well, Craig as well, Craig Lane. You don't have the time to figure this shit out as well. Click the link. Let me help you. Ellie, yeah, I know you told me, yeah, you're gonna do it later. Do it, man. It's gonna help you. Gerson, Gideon, you know, Jacob, Justin, Remco, Ryan, you know, Ronald, Sheik, all of these guys, do it now, and I guarantee you, it's gonna take you to the next level. And I'm gonna help you until you succeed. Tamures, it's been 1 year or 2 years we've been talking together. Seriously. And you're still not in the program. And today I'm giving you the opportunity to join. So if you're serious, join the program now. Stop fumbling. There's not going to be a better chance. There's not going to be another opportunity. Danigel as well. I know your name. I know you, Danigel. You've been here as well, you know. So whether you don't, I don't care if you don't like this pressure, Jacob. I don't care. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you to actually take action because it takes pressure for some people to actually wake up like, okay, let's do this. Okay. And I'm putting so much emphasis on this because I know it's going to help you. If it was some bullshit that I was going to sell you, then yeah, I wouldn't be so adamant about it. But because I truly believe in this, I really want you to be a part of it because we're doing some wonderful work inside the circle. And if you guys are not a part of it, you're just missing out, Jacob. If you don't like this pressure, then get out. Just go ahead, get out, my man. So Santiago says, I'll give you the 100% straight shot or feedback. I know you are the real deal. I think I got free PDFs and I got I know your stuff. I'll contact you on Instagram, see if there's different payment plan. Yeah, get the payment plan, bro. I'll send you the payment plan. Honestly, it's gonna help you and you'll see. I'll help you. Ellie says, can't afford it. Pikachu, there's a guy called Pikachu, like in Pokemon. Pikachu, join the fucking circle. Join the program, click the link. Let me help you personally as well. Tamores, Mohammed, Axel, Alush, Anon, all these guys, Pikachu. Nigeria, no, I haven't been to Nigeria. And I don't want to go to Nigeria, to be honest. I have no attraction to Nigeria. Same thing for Zimbabwe, same thing for Tanzania, same thing from Kenya. Respect for those who live there, but I don't want to go to Nigeria personally, like right now. I would rather visit another country personally right now. So I know there's a lot of guys in my audience who are from India, Nigeria, stuff like that. But to be honest, yeah, I have no, I don't want to go to Nigeria right now. I'd rather go to Thailand or some other country, Bali, something more less poor. Yeah, it's a bit poor there. I don't like poverty. I like luxury. I like luxury. I like being somewhere nice, etc. I can adapt. I mean, in Tunisia, you know, we have a lot of places where it's pretty poor, but yeah, it's fine, you know. But ideally, I'd like to be somewhere wealthy, you know. Saint-Tropez, Monaco. I get inspired when I see money around me. You know, if I see some yachts in Monaco or stuff like that, I get, you know, I get surprised. Now, Hari Krishnan says, I'm surprised there is someone who has been here for 1 year and has not joined. I'm surprised too, Hari Krishna. I am very surprised too. That's fine. But yeah, guys, honestly, this is the last chance, okay? I'm going to have to bounce in 5 minutes because at 11, now it's 10:55. It's 10:55 in Estonia. At 11:05, I'm going to bounce because I'm going to go to a party that I'm invited to. And for those of you who joined, congratulations. I'm going to help you personally. You're going to receive all your logins instantly right away. You should have received some emails already. And if you didn't receive anything, if you didn't receive something or you're confused, text me. But you should be okay. You should receive the emails. You should receive the logins. Okay. Now, for those of you who are truly serious, this is the last call. This is the link. I sent it in the chat right now. Get serious and just do it. Like, just do it. What's the worst thing that could happen? Yes, you're going to pay 600 euros, or yes, you're going to pay 397 euros. And so what? Are you going to be homeless? Are you going to die of hunger? No, it's going to sting a little bit. And it's good if it stings. If it stings a little bit, at least you're going to be committed, you know, because if like, you know, there's tons of people who join my programs, and for them, money means nothing. Like for them, money means nothing to them. And so because money means nothing to them, they don't take it seriously. They trivialize it. But if it stings a bit, if right now you make that investment and it's a bit of money for you, then that's why you should do this, because you're going to be committed to it. You're going to show up. If it wasn't a bit expensive for you, then that's not good, because you're not going to show up. Like if it was, imagine the program was like 10 euros. You would just trivialize it. You would say, oh, okay, just 10 euros. Fuck this program. But now, because there's a bit of money involved, you're going to commit. You know, so take the program, commit to your success, and let me help you personally. Okay. Now, a lot of guys tell me, but Limo, I don't have the time to date and follow through the program, blah, blah, I'm too busy. Listen, man, you have 168 hours in a week. You sleep probably for 50, 56 hours. You spend maybe 40 hours on your work, on your business, but then you're left with 72 hours. After you sleep and after you work, you're left with 72 hours. What the fuck do you do with these hours? Are you seriously going to tell me that on these 72 hours left, you can't find 1 hour to watch the course, 2 hours to go on a date, and go and just enjoy your dating life? Are you serious? Like, you know, I'm very busy myself as well, and I work with entrepreneurs all the time, and they still have the time to go on dates, you know? So that's one thing. Gideon says, on Twitter, you said amateurs complicate things, experts simplify things. Can you explain? Yeah, so there's a bunch of amateurs. They try to come up with a lot of tricks, like complicated tricks and sequences and the sexualization script and blah, 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 with 50 steps and 50 different things. But when you get to a high level, you understand that less is more. Less is more. Like, you don't need some crazy fancy gimmicks. Once you understand the core systems and what it takes to make them work, less is more. Sometimes, like, you can simplify things to a core level and get better results than the guy who's going to try to overcomplicate his whole thing. You know, I've seen so many dating coaches who they come up with these weird formulas, and it's super complicated and confusing. But myself, you'll see that when you join my program, things are simple. It's simple, step by step, straight line. So if you're serious, join my program. I dropped the link again inside the chat. You go to, here's the link, go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. Okay. If you go to go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo, okay, you're going to get the link. One time, I'm just writing it. Go.higherselfcircle.com/one-time promo. Yeah. I just dropped, I'm going to drop it again in case you guys still not getting the link. And every one of you left, okay? There's 24 participants left. Any one of you, Abdullah, okay, Abdullah, whatever, join the program. Axel, join the program. Anon, join the program. Craig, join the program. Galaxy Tab A, join the program. Gideon, join the program. Ronald, join the program. Sheikh, join the program. Subu, you've already joined. Thank you. Tamores, join the program. Danny Gel, join the program. Lewin, join the program. Pikachu, join the program. Because if you join the program, I guarantee you that in a matter of weeks, you're gonna start getting results. And you're never again are you gonna wonder, like, okay, what should I do? What should I say? Well, blah, blah, blah. Never again are you gonna ask me for free PDFs. The people who ask for free PDFs, yeah, they're just like, just free. They want free, but at the end of the day, they stay the same. But with the program, you are going to start having the right practices, and you're going to be held accountable by the group, by the community, by myself. Okay. So get the program and let me help you. And that way you're going to ensure your success for the rest of your life. Now, what's good is if you're interested in a bootcamp, okay, Galaxy Tab is Brian. Okay, welcome, Brian. I'm glad to have you here, Brian. And Brian, let me help you personally, man. I would love to get to know you. I would love to help you personally, get to know your struggles, get to know how I can help you. And really, I mean, there's not going to be any downsides to it. Like, you're just going to invest in yourself, and it's going to pay off. So what did he say? Subu says, will you send an email saying when we can connect and what the feedback mechanism looks like and when the calls are? Yeah, of course, Ben. I mean, it's explained inside the course. Inside the course, some of the first videos inside the course explains how the program works and when the calls are, and it gives you exactly when the calls are. Make sure you join the Telegram groups of the circle, Subu, and I'll re-explain to you if you're still confused. But yeah, you're gonna get some emails. Yeah, guys. Okay. Okay. It's you, Brian. Okay. Yeah, for sure, man. We'll talk on Monday. We'll talk on Monday. And by the way, like this course. Okay, Ryan says join. Okay, welcome, Ryan, man. Welcome. I mean, Ryan. No, I don't see you joining yet. I don't think you joined, Ryan, yet. I haven't seen you joining yet. But let me know when you actually join, and I'll congratulate you. Did you actually join? Because now it's not joined yet, from what I see. Maybe it's PayPal. Maybe you've done it via PayPal. Was it via PayPal? Because I can only see the Stripe. Let me know. Okay, yeah, Ryan joined right now. Okay, Ryan, welcome, man. Welcome, and I'm super excited for you. Super excited for you. Welcome. Gonna help you as well personally. So Ryan just joined, guys. Ryan just joined, and you know, it's a winner. It's a winner. So guys, let's do it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna send the link once more, and then the price is gonna go up to 1,497. Now it's 697. And by the way, this is only one of my programs, guys, because I have a mentoring program that's 3K. I also have my boot camps who are 3K. I have like other formulas, but this is the most affordable thing that I can give you to get results where I can still help you a bit personally. Okay. I have other programs too. Like I have programs up to 30K. Okay. But this is the most affordable. So this is like really the most affordable thing to get access to me, to get access to the circle, to get access to the course. Now, if you want to upgrade to the mentoring, it's 3K. I also have boot camps at 3K. So I have different formulas, but this is the highest leverage thing that's the most affordable for you if you are within this budget. Okay. If you have more budget, then obviously the mentoring is better, and the mentoring is 3K. Okay. So I just want to say that. I just want to mention that. Now, Subu says, need to meet friends. Thanks for the presentation. Look forward. Yeah, look forward to helping you, Subu. And welcome again. Welcome. Congrats again. So let me know, guys. There's only 19 participants left right now. I'm going to go away in 5 minutes. Ari Krishna says, I will do the mentoring later. For sure, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, guys, I just dropped the link again one last time, and then I have to go to meet some friends as well. So Santiago Tamures. What are you doing, Tamures? So Tamures says, one second. Tamures says, he sent me a message earlier. I saw that. Limo, thank you for your offer. It's amazing, but I'm a bit broke. So I'd rather join once I get enough money. Yeah, just for your info, you have a payment plan too. Like you can do 397 2 times. But yeah, if you're broke, then stick to my books until you can afford it. Ronald, let me know where you're from, Ronald. Lewin, let me know as well. Jin, let me know. Abdullah, where are you from? Okay, I hope you have a good time at the party. Thank you, Hari Krishna. I appreciate it. You'll see my stories later. But yeah, Craig, Lewin, Danigel, let me know, guys, where are you from and how can I help you? Like, what's stopping you right now besides the money? Is it just the money, or what's stopping you right now from just joining? Okay, is it just the money? Santiago, is it just the money? Okay, it's just the money. Tamures, just the money. Danigel, just the money. Lewin, is it just the money? Craig, just the money. Let me know, because I can help you. Text me on Instagram and I can potentially help you with the money. And I can potentially do something, but I can't promise anything. But if it's just the money, text me. Otherwise, I'll have to go. If you have another thing, like besides the money, do you guys have something? Axel, besides the money, do you have something I can help you with to make a better decision? Brian too, besides the money, is there something I can help you with? Danigel as well. Lewin, let me know, guys. If there's something you want to talk about, something that's preventing you from joining, let me know and we can talk about it real quick. Otherwise, if it's just the money, it's fine. Okay, so I have to go, guys. I have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna leave. But thank you so much. I'm gonna drop the link one last time. Okay, go.harryselfcircle.com/one-time promo. I'll welcome you as soon as you join. Okay, go to harrisofficer.com/one-time promo. Dropping it again. Okay, see you guys inside. Save the link. Make sure you save the link. It's going to be available for 24 hours. That link and this whole formula is going to be available for 24 hours. After that, it's game over and the price is going to rise up. So go ahead. That's the thing. So Craig Lane says, no excuses from me, but at this moment, I'm still an affordable time. Okay, no problem, Craig. No problem. So see you guys soon. Thank you very much. I appreciate you and see you guys in another time.